Good day, welcome back to Portland Meadows Racing Live Track Handicapper Matt Jukic joining you once again, looking at our Pick 4 tickets here on October 17th, Wednesday afternoon. Don't forget that 1 p.m. post time. Of course, the Pick 4, great takeout at 14%, giving you more value for your money. Since there is two, let's start in the first race. We're going to try and get a single home right out of the box. It's going to be Tizzy the Cop on the drop down after a try with, or actually two tries with Allowance Company. Gets back in with just Oregon breds here. 2 wins over a fast surface. Should be getting one today. It has enough speed to really control the tempo from the get-go. I think it's Tizzy the Cop from the top connections. John Nance, Luis Torres in the first. Into the second, we get to go a little bit deeper here. The 2, the 5, and the 7, all newcomers here to Portland. I think the most interesting, anyways, will be the 2 LA Midnight Special. Looks like she has some good speed, or he has some good speed there coming off those synthetic track tries. Good to see a couple of spins over the surface, as well as the trainer's been very good with horses in her care for the first time. The 5 Tarsus, Debbie Hoonan and Nick Lowe, hard to have look otherwhere from here. Of course, Nick Lowe having a very nice meet as well. Another one with a little bit of stalking speed. I think this one may be able to work out a good trip on the outside. Grand Lacat and Sanguinetti. Rigoberto Velasquez, Jesse Velasquez hitting at 42% here at Portland. Can put the blinkers on this guy. Hopefully sharpen him up away from the gate. But running, actually was in the Pacific Northwest, running at Emerald Downs, went over to Charlestown, is back over here now. Did run into a couple next up winners in his last 2. We'll see if the change of scenery does shake him up. In the third, we're going to go pretty deep here. We're going to go 4 deep. Definitely probably the toughest race of this sequence. You get some 4.5 furlong specialists here. Zerskat, of course, very good at 4.5 furlongs. Koodaroo, I think TW Dashboard Light should be sharp on the cutback from 6, as well as the 7. Let's top it off. Might be able to get in just in behind them if they all go crazy on the front end. So that's the 1, the 3, the 4, and the 7. Into the fourth race, we're going to go 2 deep to cap it off. The 2, Jacobita, and the 4, Midnight Maddie. The 2, Jacobita, has been on a bit of a predictable streak lately. Good race, bad race, good race, bad race. Is in a good level for her on the drop down from $4,000. Open Company gets in with the non-3 lifetime, or non-4 ones here. She's a non-3. Should be a perfect spot for her in here today. Probably going to take a lot of money, of course, with the hot connections of Steve Fisher and Debbie Hoonan. The 4, Midnight Maddie, good stock and tactical speed for this one. Right back at the same price level anyways. I guess the concern is a little wind shy throughout her career so far. You can see 14 runner-up efforts, seconds and thirds with just those 3 wins, but we got to throw in the mix anyway. So it's going to be the 2 with the 2, 5, and 7 with the 1, 3, 4, and 7 with the 2 and the 4, $24 for that first pick 4, but we do get 2 since it is Wednesday. Off into the 6th race, so we're going to skip the 5th. We're going to go with our deep end here. We're going to go 4 deep here in the 6th. The 1, Over and Under, finds a much easier level after running second of the non-winners of the year last out. Actually the same level. But I think you can see not many tries at a mile and 70 yards. Plenty of tries at a mile. This one should be primed for a big effort out of the Howard Belvoir barn. The 5, Pickled again. Going to put the blinkers on in here, find an easier spot. Another one who's got plenty of tries at a mile, so if you look at just the distance numbers, not a whole lot to go off there. The 6, Hip Hop City, getting back to a route after 2 sprint races. I always thought his better distance was going long. We'll see if we can do it today. And the 6, Jimmy the Cat, had those nice 2 scores at a mile and 70 yards earlier at the meet. We'll see if he can get back to the winner's circle here. So again, that's the 1, the 5, the 6, and the 8. Into the 7th race, we're going to try and get a single home. This is going to be probably the toughest single. We're going to try and get home in the card. I didn't fall in love with anybody else in this race. We're going to see if we can get the 8 horse home. Tricky Taradiddle on the drop down. Other ones have been here, have tried this level before. It's for horses who haven't hit the board at the meet. This one just has that 1 trip over the surface, had the rail, broke behind the field. Didn't really have much run after that. This one has to be involved early. We're going to take the blinkers off. We'll see if that gets her into the race. And hopefully we can get our single home. I just really didn't love anybody else. You can see some Ocho Kobo, of course, had some tries at this level. I think you don't want to be one that can hit the board level. I think you want to be one that drops, wins, and gets back out of it. So we'll see if Tricky Taradiddle can work as our single in here. Into the 8th race, the feature event, the 1, Chicks Dig Him, right back at the same level after a blowout victory. This one did come up a bit tougher, but he did win off by 5. Looked like there was lots left in the tank. Best races have come at this distance. He's 3 for 6, 3 of his 4 lifetime wins. As well as the 4, he is. Looked 2 back, he did win at this level, jumped up, tried some optional claiming foes. Might have been just a bit too tough. Probably should fit a whole lot better here, so it's the 1 and the 4 in the feature. Into the last, we did save a little bit of money, so we can go 3 deep here. The 1, the 5, and the 7. The 1, Queen Kong, has some speed. We'll see if she can wire him from the inside post. Course, the shortest way around the racetrack is on the rail. The 5, Nita Juanita, been away from the races for a while. Bit of a concern, almost 2 years on the sidelines now, but has the right running style, has some workouts which have been productive. We'll see if this one can come back with a bit of an effort here, because look, there will be some speed if she is going to be able to work out a stalking trip. The 7, Travel in Paradise, kind of disappointing so far in her Portland runs. Just some even efforts. We'll see if she can get over the hump here in her 4th try locally. So it's the 1, the 5, the 6, and the 8 with the 8, with the 1 and the 4, with the 1, 5, and 7. That's $24. Get you in for that pick 4. Again, 14% takeout here at Portland Meadows. Let's get lucky.